But first, I want to see how Cathay Pacific is developing Michelin-inspired meals, not just for business class, but for everyone on board. This here is their economy meal, inspired by Yat Tung Hin, where we had those prawns earlier.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not on an airplane. This is sky food eaten on land. I even have my silverware in a bag, just like being on a flight. And soon we will also simulate turbulence. This meal has been set up exactly as if I was on a Cathay Pacific flight sitting in economy class. You would get your beverage, a side, some fruit, ice cream, and the main course, which will soon be unveiled. Right here looks to be a sort of tuna salad. I see some potatoes, tomatoes, a quarter of an egg, and what looks to be tuna. This is some delicious cold tuna, just barely seared on the outside, then chilled and served with these other vegetables. It's very yummy. Right here, we have fresh fruit. What's fun about this fruit right here is we actually got to see them chop it before our very own eyes. In that fruit cutting room, they're literally chopping over a ton of fruit each day. And I don't mean ton as in a lot. I mean a ton as in like 2,000 pounds. Right here, we have a little bit of dragon fruit. At this point in the meal, I'm usually trying to order my second Jack Daniels. And now I will unveil what is inside our lunchbox. Today I'm having braised chicken and egg tofu with soybean paste, choy sum, and steamed jasmine rice.
Made in partnership with Yat Tung Hin, this dish is now produced by the thousands. But here in the R&D kitchen, I'll get a closer look at how it all comes together. It starts with the carrot and choy sum, a quick blanch, then a fast stir fry. Bringing a Michelin quality dish to the sky, it's far more complex than copying a recipe.
Basically, it's impossible to exact copy of the Michelin star food in the plane because of our limitations.
While the wok fires up, Chef William gives me deeper insight.
So what is the actual process?
So it starts with a nice dinner. The chefs will present their food to us. We taste together and then we try to recreate the dishes as close as possible to the restaurant's standards, but with our limitations.
While the veggies take a rest, the wok keeps busy, bubbling with oil and waiting for the chicken to hit the heat.
The biggest limitation is definitely the volume. Certain ingredients which are very seasonal, which you can get only a few kilo, and we can't actually interpret this into house portions on a daily basis.
The sizzling oil and chicken move from the wok to the sieve. The wok welcomes shallots, garlic, bean paste, and spring onions. Our chef gives them a good stir before tossing the chicken back in.
Another very important point is we take the simplicity of reheating into the consideration when we create the food, because the food in the airline is only reheated, it's not cooked there. We cannot do flambe, that's the one thing.
Sure. Fire on the airplane? No good.
Next, chicken broth, mushrooms, and egg tofu join in.
People always say that the way we taste is different on ground level versus in the air at 30,000 feet.
It's completely correct. Basically, the sweetness and saltiness drop by 30% in the air. Yeah, that's what affects all the food.
Our chef rounds out the flavors with oyster sauce, sugar, salt, and dark soy sauce.
Because we can't taste as well at altitude, people might assume that airlines put in extra salt into the food. Is that true?
The way we design food is very important. Every single ingredient has to be fully seasoned. But we don't over-season, because you don't know if you over-season by 10%, by 20%, and that's also very subjective. So if you have certain elements which is under-seasoned and over-seasoned, it will not work. In the air, the difference, it's even worse, it's even bigger.
Now comes the plating, or in this case, the boxing. A bed of jasmine rice goes in first, followed by a neat layer of veggies and a generous scoop of chicken. Every element is weighed to perfection, keeping each meal balanced and consistent. While Yat Tung Hin handles the economy and premium economy menus, business and first class menus are shaped by Louise and Duddles. I'll soon get that business class taste on an actual flight, but for now, let's dig into this chicken.
This is gorgeous. Usually the best you can hope for economy is some kind of a carb, and then it's just smothered with stuff. Here, we have clear partitions between the different ingredients. We have carrots, but then we have this right here. It's called choy sum. Fresh. Delicious. Meanwhile, right here we have some mushroom, some egg tofu. Let's give it a shot. That's legitimately delicious. I can't believe that. Super savory, a nice deep flavor. Usually I'm not the biggest tofu fan, but this tofu tastes like it's soaked up all those flavors like a sponge, and then when you take a bite, boom, which is something I could not say on an airplane. When I was in the kitchen, I learned that when you're at altitude, your sense of taste is reduced by about 30%. So eating this on the ground, I was worried it was gonna be over salted, but actually, it tastes great. Finally, we have the apex of this dish right here, the braised chicken. That's really good. If I had to guess, I believe this is the chicken thigh, which is the best part of the chicken. The chicken breast gets a lot of fanfare. Yes, it's low in fat and high in protein, but if you want real flavor, it's all about those thighs.
We've seen how Michelin chefs shape Cathay Pacific's food, but now it's time for the real test, trying their business class meal at 30,000 feet.
All right, folks, we have made it to the Hong Kong airport, and I'm headed to my flight to a destination that will soon be revealed by the end of this video. But first, before the flight, we are gonna head to the Cathay Pacific Lounge to see what lies in store. You see, as a foodie going to Hong Kong, you need to be in search of Cantonese food. And when I think of Cantonese food, I think of the 3 food groups. First, dim sum. Second, noodles. Third, roasted meats. So are we gonna actually find those at the lounge? Let's find out. Descending into deliciousness, I hope. Upon entering, they told me international food is on the right, Chinese food is on the left. Just like when I board the plane later, I went left. There it is, dim sum. So here we have a vegetable dim sum. Here we have shumai, and this is the beef ball. I think I'll take one of each. Let's start with what I think is gonna probably be the least satisfying. Vegetable dim sum. A little pro traveler tip, don't have too much chili oil before a long haul flight. This could be a mistake. Oh, that's yummy. I tempered my expectations because it was vegetable, but that's really nice. But now we have to find some balance with this right here, the beef ball. Soft, juicy, savory, succulent, and just the way I like my balls, a little bit tender. Right here we have shumai. Springy, a nice wrapper on the outside, dense pork, super delicious.
Next up on the hunt for Cantonese flavors in this lounge is my favorite kind of bar.
Anytime I go to Hong Kong, I have to get wonton noodles, and I love that even if you missed your chance to get wonton noodles in Hong Kong, you can still get it on your way out here. Delicious bouncy shrimp on the inside, a succulent soft wrapper on the outside, and somehow it has that wok hei flavor inside. It's smoky. Being in a lounge is the only way to justify eating this at 10:30 at night. Absolutely delicious. I love it. My favorite thing about this lounge is that they've captured the best of Cantonese food. There are very few lounges around the world where you can feel like you got a taste of that city or that country just by going to that lounge. But that's the case here.
Last but not least, I set out to find roasted meats, catching a glimpse of the international food options along the way.
Right here we have shepherd's pie, and right here we have beef bouillon. Beef bouillon. I can't say it. I don't know how to say it. Is that French?
But with time running out, it's time to head to my flight.
I just revealed where I'm going, but you'll only know if you can read Chinese. We are about to board, and we are turning left. It's been said that if you turn left when boarding an airplane, that's how you know you've made it in life. Something like that. Here we are, 17K. So here's the deal. Anytime I fly economy, I get on the airplane the last minute possible. But when I'm flying business like this, I want to get on as soon as possible so I can fully enjoy all the amenities available. Let's take a look at what we have here. A gigantic TV.